So I'm a little nervous about because, you know, I got a long history with them. And the last time I introduced them at the Rose Bowl, I screwed that intro up. Well, you know what? When it's friends of yours, you want to do it right. You know, it's not like nerves, like I'm scared. It's just I want to do the right thing.
The Revolver Golden Gods Awards took place last night, April 23rd in Los Angeles, and had an extra eye towards television, meaning the show was treated like a TV taping instead of the live event it had been in years past. The occasion started off with a bang as Slayer surprised everyone with a new song after being billed as ABBA. The highlight of the night was Axl Rose accepting the Ronnie James Dio Lifetime Achievement Award.
And all of you, thank you very much.
Axl then resurfaced after a long 15-minute break to perform with Guns N' Roses, and some couldn't help but wonder if this was part of the Axl being late mystique. It did feature former GNR bandmate Duff McKagan on the bass as promised. Those who were watching the live stream commented in chat rooms that the whole performance might have been the worst they've seen by Guns N' Roses in a long time. Axl's voice was not in top form, and there were out-of-tune guitars and some cringe-worthy sloppy parts. During November Rain, the live stream was pulled, but some got it back just in time to have the band play an enthused version of Paradise City. Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses may have been wiped out after a run of South American dates, and members of the group talked about Axl being honored with the Ronnie James Dio Lifetime Achievement Award.
I spoke to him a little bit about the other night. He's not a big fan of awards in general when it comes to music. I've never met anybody with that much musical integrity. Like, he's the only guy I've ever seen in this business that refuses to do things solely for money, and I have a lot of respect for him for that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The guy, no matter what, he delivers 1,000%. He makes sure no matter what, that he could give it all he's got.
Alice Cooper talked about Axl being good for rock and roll due to his unpredictability.
Axl is a totally one of a kind. You know, I mean, we took him out on their first tour, and I've been a friend of Axl's since they've been a band, but I've been a friend of Slash too. I'm kind of in the middle of both of them, but I haven't seen Axl in 20 years, so it'll be great to see him tonight.
Joan Jett was a lot better and performed earlier in the night in honor of her golden god. She also got a surprise by having Taylor Momsen come on stage for I Hate Myself for Loving You, which had to be taped over because of confusion by the Pretty Reckless singer, which may or may not have been caused by the production staff. Either way, they did it again, but this time they had the help of ZZ Top's Billy Gibbons, who came out to give a jolt to the second run-through of the performance. Even so, Momsen still made one tiny error, which she and Joan laughed off. Ace Frehley, who was just honored with an induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Kiss, talked about Joan Jett.
I mean, I go way back with Joan. We did shows together when she was in the Runaways and I was performing with Kiss back in the early 70s. So Joan's got an attitude and a vitality that, you know, just doesn't quit. And, you know, last week at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, she kicked ass, and she's still doing it.
The Golden Gods Awards also featured presenters Justin Chancellor and Danny Carey of Tool for Best Drummer, Richie Sambora and Orianti for Album of the Year, Andrew Dice Clay and Nicolas Cage for Axl Rose, and Alice Cooper for Joan Jett. The program in its edited form will be aired on VH1 Classic on May 24th.
Well, Axl's been around a long time. He's created, part of creating one of the greatest albums in the history of heavy metal, and certainly an influential vocalist, songwriter, stylist, frontman in every way, so he's certainly deserving.